Welcome everybody to Haunted Hamilton's Halloween Variety Show Special. I'm your host, Spooky Steph. Now, we're in for a treat today because we have lots of spectacular guests. But before we get to them, why hello, Lady Juliet.
Hello, Spooky Stephanie.
Hi, are you going to be frightening our viewers today?
Oh, they won't be sleeping for weeks.
I can't wait, Lady Juliet. We'll check in with you later. We also have Paranormal Investigator Ronnie Graham from Haunted Hamilton's Afterlife Investigations. And he's going to be joining me in studio later to talk about something really cool that happened during our investigation at Gibson Street School. Now, if you're interested in Gibson Street School, it's on Barton Street, and it's being converted into lofts right now. So Haunted Hamilton had a very rare opportunity to go investigate it. Check it out. All right, I'm meeting up with my team right now, the Haunted Hamilton Spooky crew, and we're going to all split up and investigate, so I'm going to go talk to them right now. Hey guys, are you guys ready to investigate Gibson Street School? So, Ronnie, you're my tech guy for tonight, and you and I are going to kind of be the lead investigators. We're going to walk through, and you guys are going to split up and use your equipment. Sound good? All right, let's go find ghosts. Ronnie, you and I this way. Stay safe, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Gibson School. As Steph explained, we are the first paranormal group to come in and be able to investigate this incredible location. You're going to be seeing a lot of rooms tonight, but the most important place that you're going to see is the basement that I'm standing in right now. The basement goes on forever, hallway after hallway, dead end after dead end. But what's interesting is that there are all these little hobby holes, these nooks and crannies that we found through psychic experience that the children like to hide in because, unfortunately for them, there is one female spirit that dominates this building that just refuses to let them go. What we hope to catch tonight is a lot of the reports that have been made about Gibson School, the reports of the sound of children's footsteps echoing through the ceilings, the sounds of laughter, the sounds of giggling, and even the sounds of lost children screaming as they make their way down the hallways. Even with the school's recent closure, the children that still haunt these grounds have been here for what must feel like an eternity, racing down these hallways trying to find their way back to their families. But what's interesting is the mention of that female apparition and these runes on the wall, because you see at Gibson, there's a maze behind the walls. There's almost another world that exists behind this stone and concrete. Maybe these runes are there to help protect the children as they try to find their way home. Now, during our initial walkthrough of this location, the one word that just kept repeating over and over again in our psychic's mind was the word family. And in a lot of cases, there was the psychic impression that the children that are haunting these grounds are yearning to be able to go home one more time and see their families again.
Of Gibson Street School. Now this is where all the hub of the paranormal activity kind of emanates from, Ronnie. There's little corridors and passageways where kids can get lost.
Oh my God.
What, Ronnie?
Look at this fountain. I'd rather drink out of the toilet. Oh man, that's gross.
Ronnie, be more careful, all right?
I meant to do that.
All right, you okay? You okay?
Yeah, I know I did it on purpose.
All right, okay, that's all good.
On purpose.
So, Ronnie, can you tell our viewers a little bit about the dice method that you practice when you paranormal
Absolutely,
investigate?
absolutely. So the first thing with the dice method is D stands for detect. So when you're in a haunted location, the first thing you want to do is find where there may be ghosts. So a lot of ghost hunters use an EMF meter. I stands for interaction, so a lot of times when you find out where there's a ghost, you want to try to interact with it using an audio recorder. C stands for capture, so a lot of the times you may be filming the footage or even just using the audio recorder to capture the footage. And E stands for escalate, so a lot of the times, you know, maybe if you're in the most haunted place and there's nothing happening, a lot of people use, you know, spirit boards or Ouija boards to escalate whoever may be inhabiting the location.
All right, well, speaking of escalate, let's head on to the boiler room, because right now, Sue and Wanda are in the middle of a communication session, and I'm kind of curious to see what they're picking up on. Let's go check it out.
Let's do it. So when it comes to entering different rooms while ghost hunting, you want to tag the room. Tagging is stating your name clearly and loudly so other ghost hunters who may be recording audio or video footage can hear that you're there. Ronnie and Steph. Oh, God, look at the sink. I'd rather drink out of the fountain.
All right, so we're here with Wanda and Sue, and you guys are making some contact down here in the boiler room.
We are.
So tell me what's going on.
Earlier we got a recording of the PA system going off. Would you like to hear it?
I'd love to hear it, yeah.
What the hell was that?
Wow.
Great. That's no one's equipment.
Everybody was accounted for.
So you guys are communicating right now, and I see your K2 meters going off here. Is this a hotspot?
It is a hotspot.
Are you communicating with somebody right now here?
Yeah, we figured it's a janitor.
Okay. Well, what I'm thinking is we have this evidence now. We'll put it on the computer, listen to it later. We're going to leave you guys to communicate, see if you can make more contact. Ronnie and I, let's go investigate a bit more. Check in with some of the other team. All right, good luck, everybody.
Yeah, thanks.
Ronnie, let's go see what everybody else is up to, all right?
Sounds good. Ronnie and Steph.
All right, Ronnie, let's go talk to my mom, HH, Mom, and Belladon and Bailey, and see what they're doing, because I think they're communicating using this furball right here. Hi, Shia. This is Shia LaBeouf. Now she's a trigger object for us. She's also my dog. But, Mom, what's going on in here?
Perfect timing that you've come up here, Steffi. I came up the stairs and I could hear singing, light singing from obviously little kids. They guided me in here, and smack dab was a little girl, and she was sort of going around in a circle, like doing a little dancing. Shia immediately came over, and she was following her in circles. And the whole time while I was talking to her, Bailey was communicating with the ghost meter, asking questions, and she was answering us yes and no. She told us her name was Hannah, that she went to school here.
You got her name
This
too?
was the art class, and she showed how she would go like this and how they had to go wash their hands.
Dogs can be an invaluable tool while ghost hunting. It is believed that they can see and hear things that the human brain cannot perceive. So when that does happen, it's up to the ghost hunter to determine whether or not it is paranormal.
And she's a cute dog. Who wouldn't want to play with her? Well, guys, we're going to leave you here to keep communicating with Hannah,
Yes,
hopefully.
please. Yes.
Shia, you stay here, hold down the fort.
Do you want to play ring around the
We'll
rosy?
touch base with you guys in a bit.
Okay.
We're going to go continue investigating. Ronnie, the other thing is we need to go home, review all this evidence. We have a lot of stuff. We have EVPs. We have other kind of video footage we got to go through. Maybe we should do that, see what we got, and then we come back for a follow-up investigation.
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
Sounds good.
Come on, Shia.
Hi there, this is Midian, and we are gonna do Ghoul Talk with Midian, and the ghost sent me here. Hi, Dicey, can I ask you a few questions?
Sure you can, Midian.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Well, that's a hard question to answer because I believe in spirits and I believe in something I don't necessarily know are ghosts, but I know that there's something out there that I don't know what it is.
If there was a ghost that was haunting you, who would it be?
Oh my goodness, that's a good question too. Who would it be? I've always been afraid of Freddy Krueger. Do you think he's scary? Yeah, you do. Cool, so do I.
He's haunted?
Wow. Well, once in a while I hear a bump here and there, but I don't know if it is or not, but I wonder myself. It's a big building. It's an old building. It's been here a long time. So it's quite possible, yes.
Is there any strange activities happening here?
Well, I have, like I said, heard like certain things. I don't know if they're footsteps or if like somebody actually dropped something, but here and there I do hear bumps in the night when I'm here all by myself.
Thanks for talking with me, Dicey. Stay spooky.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, we're back here in studio now, and I'm here with Ronnie. Hi, Ronnie.
Hey, Steph, how are you?
Good, thank you. I'm a little creeped out, I'm not gonna lie, Ronnie. That investigation was actually pretty creepy because something happened during it that we weren't really expecting. We captured an EVP. Now, everybody was in one room when you and I were filming, but Sue, our investigator, was carrying a digital voice recorder with her, and the whole time she was recording.
Right.
And she actually captured a voice over top of everybody in that room. Everybody was accounted for in that room, but there's some kind of weird growling voice that swears, so we're going to bleep that part out a little bit. And then after that, it says something else mean just before Wanda, so listen for it, all right? Let's listen now, see what you guys think.
I didn't even know I was going to be on film because I didn't get them out. The story I'm sticking to. That's you didn't get them. So you look much.
Yeah.
That's an angry spirit, I think, trying to talk over.
It doesn't sound happy, that's for sure.
It's
typically,
swearing.
when you're communicating with a spirit, the language in which they communicate with you usually represents their feeling or their state of consciousness or mind. Definitely doesn't sound happy, that's for sure.
It sounds like a male almost, doesn't it? Possibly an angry male?
It sounds like an angry male. Sounds like the energy of that person could be a little bit lower just because it wasn't very clear in the recording there. Very interesting, though.
What you can tell, I think, and you viewers as well, is that it did sound angry. I mean, if it's swearing at us, it didn't want us to be there possibly.
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to talk to you about, Ronnie, and get your opinion on now that the investigation is done, what was your take on the rune symbols that were in the basement boiler room?
Yeah, the rune symbols were definitely interesting. I mean, unexplained for sure. I wasn't too sure. You know, why they were there or when they were there. It was hard to really tell. Maybe they meant something deeper than what we could tell during the investigation there. Definitely an interesting point, though.
We're going to be able to do a little more digging at Gibson School. We're thankful for Harry Stinson to allow us in there before it's going to be converted into lofts, so it's a really cool opportunity to do this. So let's go back and investigate some more, and we'll see what else we can get.
Sounds good.
All right. So let's go back now on the streets with Ghoul Talk with Midian.
Hi, Kiki.
Hi, Midian. How are you?
Good. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course you can.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I do believe in ghosts.
Have you ever had strange activities, around?
Sometimes we smell cigar smoke.
Has, a ghost take anything around here?
No ghost has ever taken anything from us, but sometimes our pins go missing.
And a ghost ever touch your bum?
I haven't had that happen ever.
Thank you.
It is a scary story, don't you think so? Hello. My name is Lady Juliet, and I thank you so much for joining us tonight. Isn't it spooky? I love Haunted Hamilton fans, which is why I'm going to treat you with a very nice, scary bedtime story. This happened to a lady who was visiting family in the funky town of Los Angeles, California. A simple family visit turned into a horror story for a lady and her niece. The woman, we will call her Auntie Mary, was heading to the bathroom on the second floor of her grandmother's house when she saw her niece Sarah sitting on the stairs. Sarah was just 4 years old at this time, but she was very animated. She was sitting on the stairs making funny faces, and Aunt Mary said, "What are you doing, Sarah?" Sarah said, "I'm copying the lady with the braid." Aunt Mary looked around and said, "There's no one else here." She asked, "Where is this lady, Sarah?" And she pointed to a beam parallel to the stairwell. She asked Sarah, "What is the lady doing?" She said, "Making funny faces." Mary smiled and started walking up the stairs again when little Sarah said something that stopped Aunt Mary in her tracks. Little Sarah said, "Her braid, Aunt Mary. Her braid is around her neck." Mary turned back and asked Sarah to repeat herself. Little Sarah pointed. "The lady, she's hanging by her braid. She's making funny faces at me." Then as Sarah started to make another face, Mary then realized the faces little Sarah were making was if someone was trying to desperately gasp for air. Thank you for listening, and happy nightmares to you and yours.
This is Midian, and I am here at the Hamilton store. Hi there.
Hello there. How are you today?
Good. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course you can.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes, I do.
Is there any strange activities around here?
I haven't noticed any in the store since I took over the space, but the building was built in 1882, so I think there's probably some stories here and perhaps some ghosts.
If there was a ghost haunting you, who would it be?
I don't know. Maybe someone who used to have a store here. There used to be a candy store here a long, long time ago.
Do you think ghosts like candy?
Oh, I don't know. Doesn't everybody like candy?
I do.
So do I.
Have you ever had anything taken from the store?
Like anything taken or moved? I had stuff move around sometimes. I'll come in and I think that a pile of books is in one place and it's somewhere else. So I think that means there's probably something here. Some kind of spirit.
Sneaky ghost?
Could be.
Thanks, Donna.
You're most welcome.
Stay spooky.
All right, welcome back. We're here in studio now with a very special guest, Jerry Potter. Hi, Jerry.
Hi, Steph. How are you?
Jerry, it's been a long time. It's been about 10 years, I think, since I've seen you.
Yeah,
back when we worked on Creepy Canada. Now, 10 years ago, we worked on Creepy Canada doing lots of spooky stuff. We filmed at the Screaming Tunnel. We filmed at multiple other locations, but I remember fondly the Screaming Tunnel because that was the first time I was filming, and I met you, and you looked pretty creepy there. You were all in costume and everything, but yeah, but basically you can see Jerry on Creepy Canada. It still airs worldwide, I believe, right? Everywhere, and Jerry is the infamous villain from almost all the episodes, so you recognize his face, I'm sure. So Jerry, tell us more about your experiences with filming with Creepy Canada and any kind of creepy stuff that might have happened or anything really.
Well, great experiences actually, because you know I did their casting also.
Mm-hmm.
I had a chance to do a fair amount of the makeup for the different shows.
And you had your niece on the show as well.
I have my
her.
niece in too. Yeah.
And now you say she's like 22, and she was just a little
21
kid.
right now. Yeah. And yeah, she was just a little thing at that time. But she did Screaming Tunnel with me. She also did Listowel Ripper.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Listowel Ripper, you have a pretty creepy story you'd like to share with that.
Listowel Ripper, yes, actually there was a very creepy story about that. The day before filming, I ended up finding out that my great-great-grandfather was one of the people that, well, actually not one, he was the person that was the hangman for all of Ontario.
That's
and I believe into like all throughout Canada. But my character that I played, Amity Châtel, he was the last man hung by my great-great-grandfather.
Wow.
So that was very interesting to find out the day before. Also, when we were shooting, my girlfriend was there with my niece, and she was bringing her around the jail. And they ended up going across, they ended up finding inside one of the jail cells, it was like a steel plate that was in there, and it had my name written in it.
How do you
but
explain
in my
that?
handwriting, which was really crazy. Then I found out that, I don't know how to explain that. Then I ended up finding out that's the one that Bill, who was directing, ended up putting me in for a couple of the shots.
Wow. A ghost to your past coming back to haunt you, perhaps?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Right time, right place. I think you were meant to be there.
Well, it worked out good.
So we also recall filming at Gibraltar Point Lighthouse in Toronto.
Yes.
You looked pretty epic in that, pretty spooky. I mean, you murdered somebody in it. So
I broke the axe in half.
You broke the axe in half during filming?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what else are you working on now? Because like I said, it's been a while, and I want to know what's going on with Jerry Potter.
Well, right now I'm working on a series called Making Contact, Conversations with the Spirit World. So what we do is a lot of EVP. We do a lot of the different, ghost hunting little skills here and there. But for capturing it, it's capturing it for video, audio, obviously with the EVP, and stills. So we're trying to find everything that we can that's in each one of these locations.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very cool.
So
and
you're
that's
using
something,
all different methods too.
Oh, definitely,
I like that,
definitely.
yeah.
We have to bring every element in. But that's a show that I want you on.
I'd love to be a part of it, thank
you.
So
it'll be very interesting. Right now I'm in the editing stages, the beginning editing stages. And we're still going, we're just gonna continually film.
Well, I have one last question for you.
Sure.
Are you still going to keep it spooky? Are you going to keep it creepy, Jerry Potter?
Oh, definitely.
All right, good. Don't go soft on us, all right? You got to keep it creepy, man.
No.
All right, thank you very much, Jerry. Stay tuned for all the stuff that we have in store. Stay tuned for all the cool stuff that Jerry has in store. Now, let's go back to the streets with Midian for some Ghoul Talk.
Carl?
Hi, Midian. How are you?
Good. I hear there are spirits here.
Yeah, this ain't Hollywood. We've got all sorts of spirits.
Is there any strange things happening around here?
Mostly the regulars.
Have you seen a ghost?
Not me, but I hear there's lots of ghosts in this building.
Strange happening around here?
Oh, mostly every day. We have all sorts of strange things that happen. Dogs running around. I haven't seen one. Maybe.
Hey, Carl, I'm kind of thirsty. Do you sell anything except for spirits?
I can get you something, Midge. We'll go. Let's go.
Back to you, spooky Steph.
All right, welcome back. What a great show this has been. First of all, thank you to my amazing spooky guests. You guys have all been awesome. But before we end the show, I'd like to introduce you to my very special musical guest. Now, she's going to be performing at this year's Halloween costume ball. It's my 14th annual Halloween costume ball at Leuna Station in the Grand Ballroom. And there's going to be about 800 people of us partying. And we're all going to be partying with Ginger St. James.
Now become my shackle.